Khumalo opens up about life after Senzo Meyiwa. Khumalo appears in the latest issue of Moziak magazine, where she spoke about the year she's had. In the interview with the online magazine, Khumalo opened up about media scrutiny and being in the public eye, where she said, "I mean, what can I say? I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a victim and cry over every bad thing people have said about me. I understand the life I lead and what comes with it, and I have grown a thick skin over the years and learned to deal with it. Yes, sometimes it hurts, sometimes it cuts deep, but for the most part, I have learned to leave them to it. There will always be doubters and detractors." However, the Senzo Meyiwa case brought the singer back into the spotlight after Police Minister Senzo said police had arrested 5 suspects in the murder case, and leaked documents on social media suggested police were investigating Khumalo's involvement in Meyiwa's death. Social media had a field day with the allegations, with many weighing in on her involvement with the case. Tell us about the Voice of Africa. What made you choose to theme your album around the continent? This album was rooted in Africa. Anybody who knows me knows I am proudly African, and I always encourage Africans to embrace their roots, to unite, and to learn about our respective cultures. The Voice of Africa was really me paying homage to African women, African people, and telling authentic African stories using my gift, my voice. Hence the title, The Voice of Africa, came about. There are a lot of negative stereotypes about a lot of African things, from our unique spiritual practices to our medicinal practices, even down to how we view other Africans. So this album for me was also about educating my listeners about this beautiful place we come from. At a time when a lot of artists were delaying releases, what made you continue to go ahead with your plans? Well, to be honest, most of my album was recorded before lockdown, so I wouldn't say I experienced any delays. In one of the songs, as Fambanweni, the vocalists myself and Lenjawamlaba recorded it at separate venues, but aside from that, everything else was all done. The only thing left once lockdown began was mixing and mastering, and once that was done, we planned the release date, and thankfully, we were able to go ahead with it. For me, I consider myself to be an artist, rather than just a musician, and once I complete a body of art I send it out to the world, and see what the reaction will be. Speaking of art, are you never worried that some people will misinterpret your message, like what happened with the Mpini music video, where people accused you of blackface? Can I tell you something? I knew there would be something like that. I knew that despite all the research I had done, and the historical background behind the role I was portraying, the Egyptian goddess Bastet, there was going to be someone who looked for the negative in it. So I was prepared for those blackface comments, and when they came about, I simply explained my reasoning for the video. Art is always subjective, it can be controversial, but only if you don't have the context. Context is everything. Do you ever think that the media and some people in the country are just looking for an excuse to paint you in a bad light? I mean, what can I say? I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a victim and cry over every bad thing people have said about me. I understand the life I lead and what comes with it, and I have grown a thick skin over the years and learned to deal with it. Yes, sometimes it hurts, sometimes it cuts deep, but for the most part, I have learned to leave them to it. There will always be doubters and detractors. With the country closed again, do you miss performing live in front of an audience? I miss it so much. I miss the electricity of the stage, but at the same time, I understand why things are the way they are. These are not normal times that we are living in. Once things open up across the globe, what is the one iconic venue you would love to perform at? Oh wow! You are putting me on the spot here. There are so many that come to mind. I think I would love to do some venues across the continent. I would love to perform in West and East Africa, as well as other parts of Southern Africa. If I have to choose one iconic venue, maybe Madison Square Garden in New York City. That's the perfect venue for a singer such as yourself. I have to ask about your skills as a vocalist. How did you become such a powerful singer? Thank you. I have always said that I grew up as a gospel singer. I grew up singing in the church. When you sing in church, you learn so much about music and vocals, and you have to have a powerful voice to command that pulpit. So my church background definitely helped. Then the rest, I guess, is just my natural gift. But to be honest, I've been thinking of getting a vocal coach, and it's something I want to work on soon. Are you joking? Shouldn't you be the vocal coach? As much as I think I am a great singer, I believe a coach could help me become even better and even more purposeful with my voice. Even Beyonce had a vocal coach. No matter how good you are, someone out there can still take you to the next level. Well, we've seen you sing everything from Afropop to the gospel, and even R&B. As you expand your range, could we ever see you doing some of SA's current mainstream genres like amapiano? No. No, not me. Don't get me wrong for 1 second, I love both of those genres, and I am not saying there is anything wrong with vocalists or piano singers at all. It's just not really suited for my voice, unless I don't know if it's possible to slow it down or something. But there are some soulful piano songs, okay, true. Let me say that I probably won't do a calm song, but if it was a smooth and soulful, loungy piano song then maybe. Any message to the country ahead of 2021? It's been a long year and I know that we are all tired right now, but we still need to remain strong, remain disciplined for some of the months ahead. It hasn't been easy, but part of me believes the worst is behind us. Let's just try our best to remain strong, remain diligent for these next few weeks or months until we have finally won this battle. Yeah.